Hey guys and girls, it's B2 and welcome to another exciting episode of Clicker Heroes. It is raining today in Virginia Beach. I know that's a big shocker. It never does that, especially this time of year. But that means when it rains, we get to play, and that means we get to make videos. And so let's check in on our progress for Clicker Heroes, and we're moving right along. I tell you, like this, these resets get faster and faster on the Ascensions because we are pumping more into our Outsiders. And you can tell like 12, 13, 72, 40, like some big numbers popping here. So we're gonna reset our mercs, and let's go with that, and let's go 30 minutes for the reset there. We'll get this one last little gilded hero there, and flip him down to Wet. So it looks like we got some pretty good damage, but you can tell we're not really one-shotting anymore. It's taking 4 or 5 hits, which means that here, when this goes to 4705, it's going to take a hot second to clear off this boss, right? So when it slows down like this, it is the prime time to ascend. And I'll show you what I mean here. So we look at our stats. We're on Ascension number 9. And look at that. We went from 388 to 12,000 to 40,000 to 1 million, 15 million, 2 billion, 18 billion, 556 billion. We went to T right to Q. So like we're already in great position for an Ascension, and about 5 more Ascensions will transcend. So that's what I'm looking for. We might get it in 14 or 15 this time, which is really working it down to a good level. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this Ascension. Pop. All right, so we're gonna get moving again. We're gonna allocate to Tree Beast. We're gonna go down, hit the guilds, slam them up top, bam, 578. And then we are going to talk about allocations of hero souls into some of the bigger heroes. And I always start at the top. I try to get Midas. At this level, you're really able to pop the gold from Midas up here and kind of max him out. There we go. We need one more, and then we'll max his gold. And so that's kind of where you want to be early, because now you can max out all these guys up here, right? And you're going to be getting that Midas touch on them, that good gold, that good. And then you can pretty much go all the way down to Frostleaf very, very quickly. And you don't have to sit here and kind of monitor it, right? Because now it can just go on its own. The big thing is to get the guilds into Tree Beast, and then move them down into the guilds, and then get into your damage, which is Betty Clicker. This is going to be your pound for pound 1, 2, 3, 4 upgrades to overall DPS, and a 5th on your click damage. So Betty Clicker is a good one to get going early, because that's going to help you out. And then intermixed in these over here, there's some other ones, like here we go, the Wandering Fisherman. I don't know that, see, Leon's just all Leon, but some of these have them in there. To me, it's not worth it to take the time to go through them all, so I just kind of wait until I can queue them all the way in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then and just be done with them once you upgrade them. So while I'm letting that click off, let's look at this. Now here's the way I do these. Right or wrong, you can save your import file, go to any number of like Clicker Heroes calculators, and plug that information in there. But for me, I'll tell you what I do, man. I max out Solomon every time, so I know no matter what, I'm going to get an increase in the next round of hero souls, because I'm pumping Solomon through the roof. Look at that. Boom. Huge upgrade there. I don't even take my time with it. I just queue it in until it won't queue anymore. And then I look and I say, how high can I get this before this number starts moving? Let's see. So I know I can go to 50, so I can just queue twice into there, once there. You know, I basically run them all to 50. Kuma, I'll just put a 10 in. A 10 there, a 10 there, a 10 there, and you're not spending a lot up here. The goal is to raise these without really tagging your hero souls up there, but because we're into queues, that makes life easy, right? So boom, and then I work all the way to the top, and then I queue out Argayev. Now, every time you ascend, you're going to be getting more and more hero souls, so the more and more you put into Argayev, the more and more damage you're going to do overall. We got a plus 10% E, plus E 10% on there, so that's rocking. That's rocking. And now, because you're leveling 10, you got a 36% at a primal, 36% chance at the primal boss, plus the regular inherent chance, right? So then I go in and I click up Bale because he's the one that one-shots. get him all the way up. Then I skip Fragsworth and I go to Juggernaut. And I get Juggernaut up there because he really helps out a little bit more than Fragsworth. But then I go back, give Fragsworth some love, and then round it out with Mammon and Mimzee. Look at that. All right, so then right now, the gold from the drops comes a little bit more frequently than the gold from the treasure chest. But at around this point, that starts to change. And because, I'll show you why. Let me find him first. I forget who the guy is. Where is he? Yeah, right here, Dora. Because this starts to really get a 977% chance for increased treasure chest. That means you're going to see more treasure chests just popping up in here versus monsters. And that's the exact spot that I'm talking about. Because if you level up Mimzee first now, and you jack Mimzee up higher, Mimzee will always be a little bit, once you get to a certain point, a little bit higher. See how this goes 300 million to 100 million because you spent the majority here and then moved up. You definitely want gold dropped. But look, one treasure chest is going to pop way higher than E8. All you need is one to pop, and you've got a 766 chance of that happening. So you can get 5 or 6 monsters in there, and then boom, chest is going to pop up. And this is not even maxed out. Think about Dora at higher levels. Like, let's take a look. Just one more level, and it goes to 995. Like, I mean, imagine, like, when this thing is like 100, when Dora's level 100, how many treasure chests are popping. It's not worth it to even put any souls into Mammon. It's just kind of an afterthought. So, anyway, that's my theory between Mammon and Mimzee, and I hope that you guys have experienced the same thing. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. I really, really, really love debating some of this stuff out in a healthy fashion because I'm not always right, and you guys always have something valid to put in, or a link, or something that changes my mind on the way I think about something. I've been playing this game for a while, but I definitely don't know everything and value your input. So if you have anything to add to this episode, hit me up in the comments.